ESPN's Feast Week, presented by Lowe's, rolls on from Charleston. It's the Shriners Children's Charleston Classic. But this is a game for grown-ups, Debbie Antonelli. In the championship game, 22nd ranked St. Bonaventure with a 33-25 lead over Marquette. And these Bonnie's fans, they are Bonnie's fans for life. It's permanent, like a tattoo on your bottom lip.
Goodness.
Permanent. That's when
wow.
you know you love your team. Alongside Debbie Antonelli, I'm Rich Hollenberg inside TD Arena, which has been transformed into Riley Center South. But Marquette is still hanging in this game. 20 minutes to a championship. What do you expect?
Look, I mean, Marquette has been resilient this whole tournament, and St. Bonaventure has not been able to separate, although you would look at the score and you'd think there'd be a bigger separation up there. St. Bonaventure is so solid. They do everything right. They understand their roles. They pass the ball. They're unselfish. They move without the ball, and they have a great rhythm to what they do. Here's a great slip after a ball goes to both sides. Here's a terrific backdoor feed, and then it's Lofton with a step through, and Oshuni is 4 for 5 inside. They can play to him or they can play through him, and when the full court pressure comes, they love it. Bring it, because they can advance pass and be able to get backside scoring. On the other side, Justin Lewis. I think he's just starting to figure out how good he can be. He can impact the game and every aspect, offense and defense. He's a tremendous finisher, and he's evolving into that late shot clock guy for them, that when you need to make a play, you put the ball in his hands and he can make it happen.
Well, the shooting, it was not as pretty as what we've been used to in this Charleston Classic tournament, especially for St. Bonaventure. They go 1 for 10 from 3, but they still lead it by 8. The good news for both of these clubs, they played much better in the second halves of their games than in the first half.
Yeah, this is a punch for punch right here. I mean, I expect this to be really a game that slows down, meaning both teams execute inside 10 seconds on their shot clock. Not a lot of turnovers, and you cannot make back-to-back mistakes in a game that's this high level.
There's Jaron Holmes surveying, going up and getting the bucket and the bump.
Strong. Gets to his right hand, gets Kolick in the air. That's just a veteran play.
So patient.
We've been talking about it, right? Under control, poised, always balanced.
Jaron Holmes, a 75% free throw shooter so far this season.
I don't think St. Bonaventure is a team that you can speed up. You know, a lot of teams like Shaka Smart will play multiple looks. He'll play their defensive scheme. They'll full court press off of free throws. They'll three-quarter court press off of made baskets. But you can't take away the pace that they like to play with. You like to change it, but you can't.
Look at that, look ahead, and away! Largest lead of the game for 22nd ranked St. Bonaventure.
They run off of those long rebounds quickly up the court.
Marquette has trailed by a dozen in their last 3 games. All 3 of them they ended up winning. Illinois, Ole Miss, and West Virginia. They're down 12 now.
They love to run, and they like to get out on the break. Attaway.
That works. He's a 6'5" redshirt senior from Logansport, Indiana, transfer from Miami of Ohio. And he's got 6 points tonight.
He has one of the best fadeaway jump shots in the middle third that I have seen in a long time.
Let's see how Marquette responds. Morcell working hard and can't find the bottom.
How did that come out? That was halfway down through the cylinder.
Oshuni has 7 rebounds to go along with his 10 points. Inside.
Everyone moves without the ball. Nobody's stationary. The ball never gets stuck. This is an unselfish basketball team.
The lob, and Queth couldn't finish, but the foul's going to go on Dominic Welch.
This is a great leave at the rim. McQueth just got to finish that. You know, one of the things we asked Shaka Smart about is playing to or through the post, and he said, you know, we have to throw the ball in there to Queth. We've got to let him make some decisions for us. Got to have a presence in there. You have to collapse the defense.
He also told his team at the end of practice today, we need to play with more of a sense of urgency. If we do that, we'll be champions. That's how we closed practice today with these young Marquette Golden Eagles. And as we mentioned, they've trailed by a dozen or more in each of their last 4 games now, including tonight. And they're a perfect 3-0 in the prior 3. Queth can't convert.
Full court pressure off the free throws. There's the trap.
Attaway from the elbow.
I mean, you just get to your spot. And Attaway's got a terrific mid-range game.
Now the lead extended to 13, the largest of the night for the Bonnies. Prosper using those long strides, but it's pinned by Attaway. He is bouncy. Oshuni with the flex. Timeout Marquette.
Off turnovers, off defensive plays, off blocks. St. Bonaventure can get out on a break and run. This is a great cleanup here by Oshuni. They got the rhythm. They're on the run.
Money is power. That's why Boost Mobile finds ways to help you keep more relevant, to spend on what you really want. Get 3 unlimited data lines for $30 a month each and a free Samsung Galaxy A32 5G when you switch to Boost. How's that for power? Feel the power of keeping more money in your pocket with 3 unlimited lines for $30 a month each on one of America's largest 5G networks. More power to save. Boost Mobile.
What a wonderful day. All the luck in the world for me. That's the way I do it. Nothing to it. Wonderful day.
Gucci? This is legacy.
I don't consider myself to be a particularly ethical person, but I am fair.
This is not a woman's game.
It's time to take out the trash.
You're my family.
So am I.
What game are you playing?
You picked a real firecracker.
Bravo.
House of Gucci. Rated R. Only in movie theaters Wednesday.
Butter pecan, buttercream, butternut squash, butter garlic. Better not come in here with that noise. Sonic garlic butter bacon burger. Baseball, butter, 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 butter. Sweet butter.
With this sour cream, every bite gets better. Every dollop, every dip, every moment together. Top it off, take a dip. Tastes so good, it's a hit. When you do a dollop a day. Good food tastes better with a dollop of Daisy. Do a dollop, do a dollop, yeah. Everything tastes better with a dollop of Daisy.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's. Nighttime is the right time in downtown Charleston. You can take a rickshaw ride right to TD Arena and catch the rest of this game. But if you're watching on TV, you've been treated to the 22nd ranked St. Bonaventure Bonnies with their largest lead of the game against Marquette. Shaka Smart sets a goal. 32 deflections a game. And that sign that you saw moments ago, they only have 9 so far. Why is that?
I'm going to tell you why, Rich. It's because St. Bonaventure moves the ball so well. The ball never gets stuck, so they're forcing rotations all the time by every action that the ball moves. So therefore, it's late on a closeout, late on a rotation, and you never get a chance to get great ball pressure to be able to get a deflection.
And then right out of the timeout, an offensive foul called and a turnover. Holmes, aggressive.
You're putting an exclamation point on it right now.
The Bonnies have more points in the paint than Marquette has total points. 36-26 at this juncture.
High hands.
Here's an open look, and it's closed out. Blocked by Oshuni. And that's a foul by the freshman Cam Jones. Marquette's in the danger zone, Deb.
I love this right here. Look at this leave at the front of the rim for Attaway, who has an incredible vertical. Look at the hops on number 33.
Mark Schmidt calls him a mismatch guy. He says he's only 6'4", but he plays like he's 6'8".
Yeah, totally. He plays the 4 spot for them. He's undersized. He goes, most nights he's got to guard guys that are a lot taller than him and longer. Yet his speed and his athleticism and his upper body strength make up for that.
There was a technical foul called. We believe it was on Shaka Smart. So that sends Kyle Lofton to the line to shoot 2, an 87% free throw shooter. He knocks the first down, and now he's in double digits with 10. And now Shaka is speaking directly to Jerry Pollard. And Jerry Pollard is not going to have much more of this.
He is not happy. 26 points is not a lot of offense.
And now the official scorer calls Jerry Pollard over. And now the St. Bonnie's faithful trying to get on Shaka Smart a little bit. So Bonnie ball, and they're up 19, threatening to blow this one out in the championship game. Float game, no good. Wet the rebound.
You know, coaches get technical fouls for a lot of different reasons, but usually they get them for a purpose, like to try to set the tone or tell his young team he's in the fight with them, right? That they got to dig in right here. They got to get in a stance, and then they've got to make shots when they're open. See, Morcell is wide open for an extra opportunity on that possession.
Darren Morcell really struggling on the offensive end after his first 4 games were so dynamite. That one rolls off for Jaren Holmes. And we have a foul that's going to be on Holmes, and it'll go the other way. We're at the 16-minute mark. 4 minutes gone by in the second half, and Shaka Smart is on the court, still pleading his case.
Watch me. Watch me shine with every snap. Born to move fans, to cheer and clap. 2 different legs, that's how I play. One built from science to help me on the day. Between these lines, I'm all heart and muscle. Don't stare too long, you'll miss the hustle. Watch me. Pioneers in prosthetic technology at Shriners Hospitals for Children. The most amazing care anywhere.
Shh, you think she's still awake?
Don't worry.
The Lexus RX, built for modern families.
Get 1.9% APR financing on the 2022 RX 350.
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. A hot, buttery treasure loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and sausage or bacon. And to top it off right now, they're just $1. $1? Now there's no reason to go somewhere else. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
This is the dimension of imagination.
wonderful day. All the luck in the world for me. That's the way I do it. Nothing to it. Wonderful day.
You have 3 burgers. You sharing, you eating all 3.
No, I'm eating them all.
You wouldn't share your burger with me.
Not this burger. The burgers you make at your house? Yeah, we can share that. That's no problem. Sonic garlic butter bacon burger.
What if I'm hungry?
Absolutely not.
Number 1, Gonzaga. Timmy. Wow.
Crazy. They're hungry to be stars.
More on the attack and slams it down.
When the lights go out, my light will only shine brighter.
Well, Gonzaga has arguably the toughest non-conference schedule in all of basketball. UCLA and Duke coming up for them. Let's talk a little bit about what Shaka Smart got teed up for.
So now watch Shaka Smart. He smacks the floor, which he's trying to get his team to lock down and play D. He's inside the coaching box, but he gets a technical foul because the officials think that he is referencing them. Now, we don't know what took place before that, but it clearly looks to me like Shaka Smart was pleading his case that I was talking to my team.
Jones. And Cam Jones gets fouled.
All right, so now let's put this into perspective here for Marquette, right? They're down 19. All right, if you can score on the next 3 possessions and get 3 stops, now you get it to single digits and you get it back to a workable margin. You can't try to bite it all off at one time. But you got to make your free throws.
Right. Those 3 stops are called a kill zone in Shaka Smart lexicon. And they're going to need a few of those tonight if they want to get back in this one. Cam Jones goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. And now Shaka Smart is able to set up his full court press.
See, I think St. Bonaventure is really hard to press. They all can handle. They advance past the ball so well. Draw 2, reverse it.
That one tipped. Debbie Antonelli with the save. I always knew you had good hands.
Well, you know, and I just want to let you know I am right-handed, even though I caught that with my left.
Jaron Holmes right in front of us will inbounds for St. Bonaventure.
No, that was
a rare mistake by Kyle Lofton and a foul call.
That is not a good decision.
That foul on Attaway. Look at that.
Hey.
I was there too. I was just there late.
I did a clinic yesterday, so I've been handling the rock for...
There's Jones. Now Greg Elliott. Just his 2nd game of the season. Lobs it. Queth couldn't handle it. Marquette still has no field goals in the 2nd half, and we're nearly 5 minutes gone by.
Well, it's been dial-it-up scoring for St. Bonaventure. They've been able to get whatever they want. And see, there's Justin Lewis reaching in with 2 hands. When you have to guard smaller guys all the time, and there's where Attaway, that's the advantage for St. Bonaventure. He's an undersized 4 player.
That's 2 fouls on Justin Lewis. And Shaka Smart will go to his bench. Queth will take a rest, and Oso Ighodaro checks in at his stead. Marquette went 8 for 13 from 3-point range in the 2nd half in their semifinal comeback win. They're going to need a little more of that tonight against St. Bonaventure.
I'm so impressed by Mark Schmidt's team and how well they move the ball and how unselfish they are. Linton steps out of bounds. I mean, last night at the Shriners tip-off dinner, and the Shriners Charleston Children's Classic has been unbelievable, right? I mean, we've had such a time here with the Shriners. They've been such a great sponsor of this event. But he was talking about, Shaka made reference to Mark Schmidt's playbook like Santa Claus's list. It just keeps unfolding and unfolding and unfolding. That's how many plays he has.
Offensive foul called on Daryl Marcel. Good position by Oshuni. Those are 2 kids going at it, both defending Defensive Players of the Year in their respective conferences last year.
he just has, Oshuni has such a good sense of when to block and when to rotate and draw a charge. That's the second charge he's been able to draw tonight.
And from bad to worse for Daryl Morcell. 0 for 7 from the field, no points, and on the bench for Shaka Smart. And on a team, Marquette, that prides itself on turning the ball over and getting deflections, only 5 turnovers tonight for St. Bonaventure. Holmes, steady.
Hips and shoulders game. He gets his hips and shoulders past his defender.
You want balanced scoring, Deb? Kyle Lofton, 10 points. Jaron Holmes, 10 points. Oshun, 12 points. Jalen Attaway, 10 points.
Last year, one of the impressive numbers about this group for St. Bonaventure is between these starting 5 players, they were between 21 and 13% distribution of shots. That's how balanced they were. You usually don't see that. You usually see somebody that, 1 or 2 players that take the majority of the shots. This team is balanced. They share the wealth. I thought that was such an impressive number about a very strong intangible about their team.
Only UCLA has all 5 starters back from a team that made the NCAA tournament last year. These St. Bonaventure Bonnies are benefiting from that as well. Ighodaro tried to go for the dunk over the defense, and a foul gets drawn. They're saying it's on the floor, and it's going to go on Oshuni. That's the first foul on Oshuni. So Elliott inbounds to Lewis. And that's a traveling violation on Ighodaro. Deb, it's starting to get late early here in Charleston. Shaka Smart's Marquette Golden Eagles down 20. Cam Jones exhorting his team on, the true freshman, slapping the floor, screaming at the top of his lungs, trying to get this defense to spark the offense. And now Jaron Holmes a little gimpy after getting fouled. Jaron Holmes turns 23 years old next week. You talk about getting old and staying old. A lot of coaches like to preach that as a way to win. Kyle Lofton's 22. Holmes turns 23 next week. Oshun is 23. And Jalen Attaway is 23.
And they stuck together and came back for a special purpose this season. I mean, you could listen to Mark Schmidt. He talks about how flattered they are to be invited to such a prestigious event. You know, in the 50 years of their program, they haven't been ranked. I mean, he has really done an amazing job. And the support, look at that hustle right there. Like, these guys are hungry. They are competitors.
And that cannot please Shaka Smart, who immediately goes to his bench.
The free throw shooter got the rebound, and 4 white jerseys are on the lane. See, that right there is going to be frustrating in film session tomorrow. If you're Marquette right now, you can't look at the scoreboard necessarily. You got to play. You got to play the next play.
Holmes hits that one. Again, the storyline coming into this championship, youth versus experience. How would Marquette's youngsters handle the pressure of a big moment against a veteran team like St. Bonaventure? And so far, advantage experience.
Well, I'll tell you one alum who's pleased with the 22-point lead right now is our buddy Adrian Wojnarowski. He's a St. Bonnie guy. I've been texting with him all day and throughout the game. He's really excited about these 5 guys. He says he'd take these 5 players at St. Bonaventure in the last 5 minutes against anybody in a game. And he calls Mark Schmidt their Bob McKillop, who's the head coach at Davidson, who's had incredible success.
Well, they haven't hit many threes tonight, have the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. They're 1 for 10 from long distance, and yet, with the way they're dismantling Marquette, you could say they've had their fair share of Woj bombs tonight. Now Oshuni steps to the line. He'll shoot 1 and 1. 12:52 to go, and both teams are shooting free throws on every subsequent foul. The step through by Joplin, nothing doing.
And don't expect St. Bonaventure to take their foot off the gas either. These guys are relishing every minute they get to play together.
I mean, we're 7.5 minutes in, and Marquette has 2 points in the second half, Deb. There's Lofton working on the true freshman. Oh, and they get Kyle Lofton with the arm bar. That's the 3rd foul on Kyle Lofton, looking to create a little airspace. That'll be interesting. Your team's up 22. Kyle Lofton has 3 fouls. He's played in every minute of every game. Does Mark Schmidt take him out?
No. Why would he do that?
There's another freshman, David Joplin. 10 on the shot clock.
Unless you're trying to give some other guys some minutes, right?
There's Lewis for 3.
I'm telling you, he wants the ball in a late shot clock. He's terrific at making plays. He's going to continue to get better, Justin Lewis.
First field goal this half for Marquette.
He looks like one of those guys to me that his game hasn't grown into his body yet, or his body hasn't grown into his game. Either way you want to assess it.
The one more, and Linton Brown can't capitalize. Lewis thought about it again.
He has such great footwork, good hands. He can catch everything. He moves without the ball well. He's not afraid of contact.
And look at how they just wall up on defense.
And too much dribbling, and Stevie Mitchell goes behind his back. His head goes down, and that's when the wall came.
Attaway, blocked from behind by Joplin. And again, the veteran presence of mind, Kyle Lofton. Let's not rush. Let's get late in the shot clock and get our shot. Holmes. That's levitation, Holmes.
Mark Schmidt is like the 6th offensive player over there on the sideline. He's like another point guard when the offense is in front of his bench.
Showtime now. And Kyle Lofton makes it look easy with a dozen. Mitchell with the floater.
Much better decision by Stevie Mitchell. This St. Bonaventure team is built to play in the 50s, or they could play in the 80s.
Well, in Olean, they call them Ironman 5 2.0.
And I don't mean years. I'm talking about pace, points, 50 points, 80 points. Although some people might think they could play in the 50s.
Well, back in 1967-68, Bob Lemire led a Bonnie's team that they called the Ironman 5. Everyone playing almost every minute of the game like these guys do. This is Ironman 5 2.0. And what started as a competition has turned into a coronation in Charleston.
And it's NBA on ESPN time.
Time to feast on a division showdown.
The Tarantula and the Nets, can you contest? They dropping threes from the logo. Tatum and Brown running the subs. Set fire to rims, you know they felt it.
And time to be thankful for East meeting West in the Bay.
MB to take the lead, Philly on top.
What you watch, what you waiting for? Yeah.
Can't mess with Steph, he's shooting threes like he hitting free throws. Yo, Larry!
Nets Celtics and Sixers Warriors, Wednesday on ESPN.
You know how sometimes you're just kind of brushing your teeth and then, all of a sudden, it's on. With Roman, you can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So whenever the moment happens, you're ready. Roman ready.
Welcome to that magic realm. Between here and there, a no man's land, and everyone's land. Where great expectations grow, and rewards are given to the swift, the perceptive, and the daring. The Mazda CX-30 Turbo, with all-wheel drive, more power for your pursuit.
Critics can't get enough of Disney's Encanto. It's pure bliss and a mystery full of hidden secrets.
You're doing great.
That keeps surprising you. Disney's Encanto, rated PG, only in theaters. Tickets available now.
I could maybe eat 2 cheeseburgers and a cherry limeade.
Oh, yeah. What size? 44?
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
And if you're gonna do it wrong, do it right.
Well, if you're gonna
eat
dessert,
the dessert,
eat
buy
a dessert.
the shoes. Besides, the drink is half off.
You have too many shoes.
I know.
Hey everyone, my name is Alec and I'm here at Shriners Children's Charleston Classic. Dick Vitale, I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you have a speedy recovery and I hope everything goes well. You're the best, baby.
Thank you, Alec. He is our Shriners ambassador. He has been a terrific host, as everyone in the Shriners Children's community has been here in Charleston. And he mentioned Dickie V. He's going to Vegas, baby! How about Dickie V calling his first game of the season, and he picked the best one to do. 1 versus 2, a Final Four rematch, Gonzaga and UCLA from Las Vegas.
Dickie V, we wish you the best, man. We're so glad you're back. He's the leader of our team, that's for sure.
That's right. A tireless warrior in the fight against pediatric cancer. And he got so much love, especially on social media, when people found out about his struggle. And that's really helped him get through this. His doctors have been fabulous. I've been in touch with Dick. And he says, the fact that my doctors endorse the fact that I stay active helps me keep the faith that everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, he's a fighter. You know he's resilient. Dickie V is a household name.
As Alex says, he's the best, baby. Jaron Holmes finds himself back at the line. He's already collected his 5th career double-double. He's got 15 points and 10 rebounds tonight against Marquette. And he joins Oshun Oshuniyi in the double-double department. 14 points, 11 boards for the senior from Pleasantville, New Jersey, Oshuniyi. And there's Kyle Lofton on the bench. Take a picture of this, folks, because it doesn't happen very often.
Four-year captain for Mark Schmidt.
Jones off the mark. And Marquette gets a fresh 20. David Joplin scores just the 2nd field goal of the half. from Marquette. Blocked from behind, but they're going to call the foul on Queth. Well, coming up immediately after the conclusion of our game here in Charleston, we're going to send you out to Las Vegas for the Roman main event, and it is one. The final, Arizona, number 4 Michigan in the title game. Can't wait to see that one. Stay tuned, it's coming up right here on ESPN. And now adding insult to injury, Shaka Smart's Justin Lewis will have to go to the bench saddled with 4 fouls and his team down 25.
Well, what you're going to see out of Shaka is not backing off the pressure or not changing what they do schematically. They're going to still continue to try to teach his young guys the system he wants them to play in. It's still November. We haven't cut the turkey yet. They got off to a 5-0 start. Remember, 10 freshmen. We've done such a good job of documenting the old versus the young.
Yeah. And starting 5-0 in and of itself is quite a feat. Only Duke at 5-0, and now Purdue also at 5-0. Those are the only major conference teams that are off to that good of a start this season. And one opportunity for Queth.
Really good work on the weak side glass by Queth.
That'll be the 3rd foul on Jalen Attaway as Oshuni checks back in for Coulibaly. Queth completes the 3-point play.
If they want to take some time off the clock, that's how disciplined they are offensively. They can go deep into their options.
And tonight we've seen some explosive and impressive offensive plays by St. Bonaventure, but when you think about it, it's more like death by 1,000 cuts with them. Look at that, 1 on the shot clock and a little mid-range pull-up by Jalen Attaway, and they score.
They have confidence and they trust. They're really good in their roles. They understand what they're supposed to do.
There's Amarian Ellis, who's checked in, number 2 in white, getting some run for the first time here in Charleston.
It's an overused term in basketball. It's called chemistry. And you know it when you see it. And you can see it all over the Bonnies.
And listen to this crowd. They're on their feet with still 7 minutes to go in the title game.
They're going to continue to work for the perfect possession. One like that. Back-to-back pieces of execution by St. Bonaventure. They're going to call a delay a game on Oshuni. After he dunked it, did he kick it, or does he get a technical?
As they sort this out, we'll step aside. 6:49 to go. And St. Bonaventure counting down to a title.
Reggie Bush used to eat breakfast somewhere else, but then he tried Wendy's breakfast.
Woo, baby, that's how you crack an egg right there.
He doesn't even watch football anymore.
Did y'all see this croissant? Who saw this croissant? Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you...
Stop waiting. Start investing. E-Trade.
I just did a double and it tasted fine. Can't afford no more wasted time. I'm trying to show you being patient in your life. I know you've been searching for someone to never have it and get the job.
We've all felt pressured into buying a store's overpriced electronics warranty. Upsy offers affordable and reliable warranties for all your electronics and appliances. Visit Upsy.com today.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and watch live games anywhere. Watch more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long. Follow your favorite teams, discover rising stars, or scout conference rivals.
Way downtown.
NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
As Rich mentioned a couple moments ago, coming up next on ESPN, Hunter Dickinson, Michigan, taking on Arizona in Vegas. Hope to have that for you. You guys are done. Rich, back to you.
Thank you, Z. Time now for the Dollar General game track. And it has been heavily weighted in favor of St. Bonaventure.
Well, look at the balance of the bodies. 4 players with 10 plus, a couple of guys with a double-double already. Marquette with 16 turnovers that has allowed St. Bonaventure to score 26. And you see Daryl Morcell is going to shoot the technical fouls. That technical foul was called on Oshuni for slapping the backboard and hanging on the rim.
Only 12 points for Marquette in this second half. Now, it's not like they were setting the world on fire in the early part of this season offensively anyway, but they did come in averaging 78 points a game.
Yeah, 4 baskets so far in the second half, and that's tough. We talk a lot about St. Bonaventure's offense, but really their defense is very connected as well. They can switch 1 through 5.
Joplin for 3.
I'll tell you what, Joplin has showed us some stuff here this weekend. He has played really well off the bench.
Turned 19 years old while playing in this tournament here. A couple of days ago, celebrated his birthday. And that's the thing you have to keep in mind if you're a Marquette basketball fan. This team is going to get much, much better as this season goes on.
Well, I don't think Shaka Smart has the entire system in. You know, I think you give them some stuff so that they can play, not so they have to think so much. And over time, they got pieces now. Look, they're going to be a tough out.
Look at Oshuni with the block, and now they're going to call it goaltending. Look at that face. Oshuni can't believe it. The NCAA career active blocks per game leader thought he had another one there. Instead, they give the 2 points to Kirk Weth.
Clearly, by his reaction, he thinks the ball is still on the way up.
And now Jaron Holmes at the line shooting 2.
And it should be noted that no St. Bonaventure fans have left the building.
Oh, they're going to celebrate. Holmes 5 for 8 from the stripe tonight. And you can't nitpick too much against this performance, but Jaron Holmes probably wishes he had a little bit of a better showing at the free throw line.
Well, you know, all coaches are similar when it comes to this point in the game. They're still trying to make their teams better. How can we get better? Will that cut work in the A-10 championship? Will that pass work in the A-10 championship? That's the way they think.
Right. That one swallowed up by Oshuni.
Does he get 2 blocks for that one? Because he blocks one with the right and
I don't think so.
Oh, only one. Okay.
Only one. Lofton got pushed over the half-court line by Daryl Morcell. And that foul's going to go on the freshman Ellis.
Well, Oshuni has just dominated on the inside.
And you hear the crowd behind us. Shoo!
They play so well. Getting the ball to him on the block. He's capable of scoring. He's a put-back, drop-off rim runner is what I call him. He doesn't really have a lot of post moves, but he's very effective in doing those things. to help his team.
And he was all defense in the Atlantic 10 his first 3 years with the Bonnies. Led him in blocks, second in rebounds a year ago. And maybe most importantly, when the lights were shining the brightest, Oshuni stood out the most. He was the A-10 tournament MVP last year.
Well, he wanted to play with Kyle Lofton. That's part of the reason why he's here. According to Woj, he turned down a lot of bigger D1 scholarships. Maryland, Georgetown, just to name a couple.
Well, again, this is a team that came back with a purpose. That NCAA tournament appearance last year was a success, but it also was a failure. They lost to LSU in the first round, and that left a bad taste in their mouth.
They didn't play well. And LSU played really well.
Under 5 minutes to go. Counting down to a championship. The 22nd ranked St. Bonaventure Bonnies have had their way with the Big East's Marquette Golden Eagles. Look at that effort. Even in defensive transition, they don't give up an easy three. Dominic Welch coming from behind to partially block that shot. How about a shout out to the folks here at the Shriners Children's Charleston Classic for doing such an outstanding job hosting this tournament for the 8 teams that were here, and the ESPN event staff just knocking themselves out to put together a dynamite week in the Low Country. I know we've had a blast.
Yes.
It's been a lot of hard work, but a ton of fun.
It's all first class. And thank you to the Shriners Children's hospitals all around the world for everything that they do to help families make it easier for their kids. We've had a great time getting to know Alec all week, and he's been a terrific spokesman for this event. He's a sophomore at Northwestern, a journalism student, so we wish him well. He's got some exams coming up this week.
We'll hear from him again at some point. Tonight's a night to celebrate if you're a St. Bonaventure fan. Up 24 with 3:59 to go. That's how long away. They'll have a championship to celebrate. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere. And by Dollar General, where you save time and money every day.
Watch me roam, discover, explore. The forest is quiet, the river will roar. One slip by the fire is all it took, but they made my arm better. Just take a look. Under moon and stars, that's where I love to stay. Let's go play in the woods. I'll show you the way. Watch me. The place to turn for any burn. Shriners Hospitals for Children. The most amazing care anywhere.
Welcome to that magic realm. Between here and there, a no man's land, and everyone's land. Where great expectations grow, and rewards are given to the swift, the perceptive, and the daring. The Mazda CX-30 Turbo with all-wheel drive. More power for your pursuit.
Someone's not doing their job.
Okay, let's keep going. Shopping for the game can be a minefield for young homeowners who have turned into their parents.
Can you believe how many different types of water they have in this aisle? Kim, did you just change blades back there? This is perfect. Jackpot, variety pack.
Remember, it's a football game, not a play date.
Roger that. One more slice.
It can be a lot.
Oh, good, the manager. Brian and Produce, very helpful.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Pulls to the left a little bit. Nope.
Michigan, fresh off a win over Nevada, Las Vegas, in Las Vegas, has got the Arizona Wildcats coming up as soon as you guys are done, as we check out one of the McDonald's All-Americans ready to take the floor against Tommy Lloyd and company in just about 6.5 minutes. Rich.
Thanks, Zubin. Alongside Debbie Antonelli, Rich Hollenberg here in Charleston, wrapping up the Charleston Classic Championship And it's now time for our player of the game, brought to you by Shriners Children's, Oshun Oshuni.
He has been terrific all night, both ends of the floor. The slip and the dunk. The backside of pressure, he can finish. He runs to the rim, and he can drop it off. He's really good on the offensive glass as well. He screens, he draws charges. We know he blocks shots. He's got a double-double tonight, his 17th career double-double. And I would anticipate he should be close to averaging a double-double this season before the year is out. Right now, he's about 6 and 7. 6 points and 7 rebounds. That number's going to keep going up.
Oh, he is 8 for 10 from the field tonight, Deb. That's what happens when you're dunking everything you touch.
You know, when you watch St. Bonaventure and you study them, it's not just that they can make shots, it's the way they make them. It's their ability to cut, it's their ability to pass, it's the scoring cut, but it's also the exit cut to the perimeter that helps create space. And they're all very athletic, and they're very connected on both ends of the floor.
That one picked off by Morcell. Not sure why he went to the left. Maybe it's because he heard footsteps with Oshun Oshuni bearing down on him.
He never gives up on a play.
Deep three from the sticker. Dominic Welch hit the first 3 of the game. Doesn't have a point after that. But St. Bonaventure hasn't needed him. They get double-doubles from Jaron Holmes, from the player of the game, Oshun Oshuni. And of course, Kyle Lofton stuffs the stat sheet as well. 12 points, 3 boards, 4 dimes.
You know, Marquette's going to get better from this, right? This is going to be a chance for them to learn. Shaka Smart's going to have some great film. You're going against an older team. You're going to see teams that pass and cut like this in the Big East.
Again, at the end of the shot clock, Jalen Attaway. He's got 14.
The countless numbers of hours that these young men have spent in the gym getting ready for this season so they could do it together.
And what's it about? It's about winning championships. And now they're going to have another one to add with the exclamation point. Mark Schmidt is about to win his 250th game as the head coach of the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. And this one, something tells me, is going to be extra sweet for Mark.
You mentioned that Mark Schmidt is a Boston College grad. He's got great basketball lineage, hard-working.
Well, don't forget, Monday Night Football with Peyton and Eli is on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus at 8 Eastern. They're going to be breaking down Eli's former team, the Giants, who take on TB12 and the Buccaneers. Monday Night Football coverage also available on ESPN, of course, and the ESPN app.
These 5 guys on the floor together. Get used to it, even in the end of the game. I mean, this is what they do. It's special moments together like this that they can remember as they get ready to clear the bench. This is why they all came back. Because there were 6 other guys on the team that went to the transfer portal. These 5 are special.
And a timeout called for the sole purpose of allowing the Iron Man 5 2.0 crew to take a seat on the bench and enjoy the final minute and 42nd and hear it from this crowd. We've called it Riley Center South all week here in Charleston, and they're at full throat now. Something tells me Shaka Smart is not talking X's and O's right now with his team.
He's upset about something. on the other end. With he's looking at Mark Schmidt. They're having a conversation right now. He's pointing at the score and asking him why he called a timeout. Is that what he's doing?
I think what Shaka was saying was there's a minute 47 left. Why are you doing this right now?
He's like, look at the score. Why'd you call timeout? Mark Schmidt saying, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to get my subs on the floor.
That's going to be a shot clock violation. A minute 31 to go. Well, clearly the frustration for Shaka Smart. He's seen so many good things from his team, and yet he knows they have so far to go to reach their potential. I don't mind seeing this fire from Shaka. He is energy personified on the sidelines. And sometimes you let the moment get the best of you.
He talks about process all the time. I mean, relationships, growth, and victories. Those are the three principles that he says he builds his team on. Basketball and sport are emotional games. There's no question. Look at the emotion in this arena by the fans. Look at the players.
Well, Mark Schmidt has told us that in the last 30 years, this might be the most challenging non-conference schedule that St. Bonaventure has ever faced. They've got UConn coming up on the 11th of December. They have Virginia Tech on the 17th of December, but they've already banked wins against Power 5 teams and a major conference team like Marquette. Here's your all-conference stream, brought to you by the Shriners Children's Charleston Classic. Lofton, Holmes, Justin Lewis, Taz Sherman, and Emmanuel Aycott from Boise State. And we're being told now that congratulations goes to Kyle Lofton, being named the tournament MVP. Only fitting that it's someone from St. Bonaventure who won their first two games in closer fashion than tonight. Tonight it was a blowout, almost from Jump Street.
Well, I believe Mark Schmidt knows exactly what he's doing when he puts his non-conference schedule together. He's got a bigger vision with these guys on his team.
And now just 36 ticks left before they start cheering in Charleston and bouncing at the Burton in Olean.
Oh, there's something happening at the Burton tonight, that's for sure.
Up next for Marquette, a date at Wisconsin. They're also on the road against Kansas State. And then on December 11th, Shaka Smart and his young Marquette squad go up against second-ranked UCLA. Ellis knocks down a three. Shaka's team still pressing now, and his team down 18. Well, Dev, I'll say it now since I know we're going to be off the air quickly once this hits triple zeros. It's been an absolute pleasure to be in your home city of Charleston, South Carolina, calling games side by side in person again with a full crowd inside TD Arena.
Yeah, it's been great, Rich. I'm so proud of the way Charleston has showed up and the way our hospitality state has entertained all these great fans that have come to Charleston. We used to be a really well-kept secret, not anymore. And it's been Chamber of Commerce-like weather while everyone's been here. It's been fun working with you. It's great to be back.
And some stalwarts to shout out, even though everybody on our crew has done a great job. John Tobias, our statistician, has called every one of the 12 games that we've been here. He has been the reason that if I ever sounded smart during a basketball game, JT's the reason that I sound that way. And our stage manager, Taylor's done great work next to us as well, making sure everything is in order. We have everything we needed. Just a terrific job all around by our ESPN crew. Yeah, Shu, you could start celebrating. Yeah, Jalen, yeah, you too. 1.1 seconds. Congratulations to the St. Bonaventure Bonnies and Mark Schmidt giving them a little bit of a reminder.
Yeah. Show a little respect right here.
That's right.
Let's finish this off and then we can celebrate. Some sportsmanship.
That one short. Your final score in the Shriners Children's Charleston Classic. St. Bonaventure with an exclamation point.